Hello and welcome to episode 7.0 of Sideline Bling. The hands are back. Mike had fun last week, but I'm back. Danny Hidalgo.
My name is Patrick Meehan, and our first topic for today is the big names in the world of soccer that are coming to South America, most of it in Brazil, to play soccer, to play Libertadores, Sudamericana, because those are huge tournaments that you thought these players will never, ever even think about coming over here. And now they're back in Brazil, they're back in Argentina. Daniel De Rossi to Boca Juniors. Flamengo got Felipe Luis, they got Rafinha, they might get Balotelli, imagine that. Adriano went to Atlético Paranaense, all these big names. What you think about it?
You even have non-Latin players like Cesc Fabregas talking about coming over. It's going to be interesting to see because guys like Felipe Luis, he still has some of his prime left. You know, he's still very, very good, a quality player.
Yep.
Usually when people kind of make that move back to South America, it's like at the very end, tail end of their career when they're washed up. But it's going to be interesting to see how many of these clubs can attract players that still have some time left of really good soccer.
One of those examples is Dani Alves to Sao Paulo. He was the best player in the last Copa America. He could go to any team, and he went to Sao Paulo.
Next up, we're going to talk about Zion Williamson signed a contract with Jordan Brand, but some of the numbers have come out for the offers he turned down. Okay, so he's making $10.8 million a year from Jordan Brand. That is a lot of money, but he turned down offers of $18 and $19 million from Linang and from Puma. What do you think about that, Patrick?
Well, I think you make the right choice going with Jordan. We all know what the Jordan brand gives to your image.
Absolutely.
It's a huge brand. And for me, the most important part from this is that in the future, when he has to make a sporting choice, a sporting decision of which team to go to, he'll take the best decision in the sport and not the money, which is something I enjoy.
I mean, don't get me wrong. $10.8 million a year is still a ridiculous amount of money for a kid who's 19, right?
Yeah.
But ultimately, he's playing a long game here where he's banking on his association with Jordan Brand, bringing him opportunities in other avenues, right? Whether it's through endorsements from different companies, whether it's movie opportunities and stuff like that. So in that sense, I do think he made the right choice. It is still saying no to a lot of money.
Yeah. The most important topic, the most serious topic in this episode.
Investigative journalism.
In this episode of Sideline Bling is the beer and sausage prices in the Bundesliga.
That's right. We pulled out calculators. We were doing mathematical equations trying to figure out this stuff. We just love this topic. All right, so we were investigating the beer and sausage prices, and we figured out that beer in Germany is about half the price of beer at an NFL stadium here in the United States. These Germans, they love their beer, and guess what? They're making it affordable for people to be able to go to a stadium and buy one. You gotta respect that, Patrick.
Yeah, here in the NFL and NBA stadiums, MLS stadiums, even MLB stadiums, you go to buy a beer, you go to buy a hot dog. In this case, we don't buy sausages here, we buy the actual hot dog. And you end up spending $25, even more than the ticket itself.
The average price for a beer is $9. $9 in the NFL.
When in comparison to the Bundesliga,
it's about $4.5, right? So when it comes to prices for concessions, Bundesliga's the best, NFL, you're the worst.
The worst. And speaking of worst,
pun intended,
AFC Bedale released the worst jersey in the history of soccer.
By far, it was honestly genuinely disgusting. You've got sausages on it with relish and mustard. Somehow they won their division in England. They're like an 11th division team.
And their motto is,
of course,
you'll never pork alone.
Gross. And you guys know that we cannot do an episode of Sideline Bling without talking to you guys about our favorite kits. And we've got a top 3 favorite home kits before the start of the 1920 season with Ligue 1 starting today. We've got number 3, the PSG home kits. They're a little bit different than last year. They're a little bit different. The last year had like a vibration thing that I wasn't a huge fan of, but they brought back the classic stripe. What do you think?
I like it. It's a beautiful kit, home, classy, elegant, nice kit. Our second favorite kit for this season is the Roma kit.
Roma, Roma, Roma.
It's probably, we debated a little bit on this one. It's probably my favorite, but the color is just perfect.
That's the main reason why I love it. The little thunderbolt going down the side, class. And our favorite kit, drumroll please, Arsenal. Very classic, very simple, red, white, stripes on the top. It's very simple, solid lines. I loved it.
Yeah, and our boy Nicola Pepe is going to look great scoring goals throughout the Premier League. All right, and that was it for this episode of Sideline Bling. The leagues are back. League On is just
Soccer is
starting.
back, baby.
We're very excited. My name is Patrick Meehan.
I'm Danny Hidalgo, and we'll see you guys next week.
Peace.
Peace.